YouTube, in today's video, we're going to be doing a beginner's guide for the Orks kill team. Keep in mind that we do have other kill team videos on the channel that are beginner's guides. So if you want to learn how to play other kill teams, you can. But for today's video, we're talking about Orks. So the first things first, I'm going to break this down as easy and as simple as possible for you guys. A green skin kill team consists of 2 fire teams selected from the following list. So the fire teams that we're going to select from are from the boy fire team. So we're going to do this one over here essentially twice. The first unit we have over here is the boy fighter. We're going to choose the boy fighters 3 times twice. 3 times 2 equals 6. So we're going to have 6 total units of what I'm going to tell you right now. The 6 units are going to be made up of 2 with shootas and fists. The other 4 are going to have sluggas and choppas. Keep in mind the one in the picture over here is the one with the shootas and fists. The other ones are going to look different. Keep in mind that the shootas give you the ability to shoot across the entire board, but they only hit on 5s, so we're only going to have 2 so that we have some shooting in the beginning of the game. The main damage dealing units are going to be the sluggas and the choppas, and because the choppas do a decent amount of damage and they hit on 3s during melee, they actually can do a lot of work. Now, for each fire team that we've selected, we are allowed to add 1 boy gunner. So we're going to add a total of 2 gunners. We can either choose a big shooter or a rocket launcher. The picture over here is a dude with the big shooter, but we want the rocket launcher. We are going to choose 2 rocket launchers. Keep in mind, guys, if you're playing this, bring the rocket launchers because the rocket launchers have AP1, which makes it easier for you to do damage against units that have really good saves. And it does 4 and 5 damage, and it's hitting at the same rate that the big shooter does. 2 rocket launchers is what you want. I cannot stress that enough. Now, keep in mind, this says instead of selecting 1 boy fighter operative in each boy fire team, you can select 2 boy Gretchen operatives. So remember how I said we're only taking 3 in each of these fire teams? And the only reason we're taking 3 is because what we're gonna do is take 4 Gretchen or 4 Grots. Look, these Grots right here are what makes your team work. You need these Grots. You can find Grots for pretty cheap on eBay, but you need the 4 Grots on your team because you need something for your opponent to be shooting at. At 5 wounds, these Grots are pretty chunky, as well as giving you the ability to have 3 circles of movement, which lets them move pretty far across the board and lets you take objectives early in the game. You want to play your Grots in a way that forces your opponents to shoot at your Grots so they're not shooting at your boys with sluggas and choppers while they're moving up the board. Keep those dudes behind cover and conceal so that they stay safe, so that when they get close and you can land a charge, you do a massive amount of damage, 4 to 5 damage with these dudes. And also keep in mind you have a tactical ploy called Just a Scratch, which is going to say that whenever your opponent deals damage to you, you can spend 1 CP to just say that attack doesn't do anything. So in melee, when you're charging something, you can hit them, and then when they hit you back, you can just be like, oh, it does no damage, and then you can hit them back again, essentially giving you 2 hits in a row, which 4 damage apiece with a slugga and a choppa is more than enough to take out one of your opponent's models. That's 8 damage, dude. Now, going on to the leader, because we have 2 boy fire teams, it says that 1 boy fire team can include a boy boss knob. We have the boy boss knob here. We have the boy boss knob. We're gonna take one with a slugga, which gives you the ability to equip a big choppa. The big choppa is the axe that you see in this picture over here. The big choppa lands on 2s and does 5 and then 6 damage on a critical hit. You could go ahead and take a kill saw or a power claw if you want, but keep in mind that these hit on 3s, and I like consistency when I'm playing kill team, so I would rather take the thing that's makes me feel like it's a guaranteed hit as opposed to hitting on 3s. Under your equipment, your boss knob needs the boss pole equipped, which is going to add 1 to his APL so that you can move, dash, and shoot, or you can dash, charge, and then do melee damage. This is incredibly important. You need the boss pole. Because the boss pole takes 3 equipment points, you could spend 6 more equipment points on a targeting thing, and you can put a targeting thing on the rockets that we talked about earlier. So instead of the rockets hitting on 5s, they're going to be hitting on 4s, and because they have the AP1 like I mentioned earlier, they do really good damage against Marines. So when we're playing with this kill team, we move the Gretchen up early so that the Gretchen are getting shot at. Hopefully, preferably behind cover. While that's happening, we're shooting with the shooters that we have, as well as the rocket launchers that we have across the board while the Grot's moving up. On turn 2, we're gonna move up with the sluggers and the choppers behind cover and conceal. We're gonna keep the boss knob back, only move the boss knob up by turn 3, so that by the time your boss knob makes it up the board, your enemy's units are already in melee with your boys with sluggers and choppers, so it's a lot easier for your boss knob to eliminate your opponent's models. And that's gonna be it for the greenskin kill team. If you have a kill team you'd like to see in the future, you can let me know in the comment section below, okay? Keep in mind, guys, that every 10,000 subscribers this channel gets, I'm going to be giving away a kill team. So if you would like the opportunity to win a kill team, subscribe to the channel. I always say the same thing when I end these videos. Always remember, eat healthy, okay? Work out every single day. Most importantly, you guys gotta remember to believe in yourself, all right? Peace out, people.